How y'all doing today? Welcome, Knicks Nation. I hope you're having a safe and healthy weekend. I hope your family's safe and healthy and that everybody's needs are being met in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health. I hope you're enjoying the last remnants of this weekend. Greetings to all of you, Dre, Deshaun Wilson, King Ribby, my brother Organic Fanatics, Third Eye Butler, my brother Lonnie Lion of Judah, Guilford, McCormick Superstar. What's up, all of y'all? I hope everybody is well and your families are well. So I wanted to, at Stoop Kids Studios, what's up? Cool Kyle G, how you doing? Kubar Dobbins, Joe Espara. All of these names are popping up. I didn't see them a second ago. Joe Espara, how you doing? How everybody's doing? I hope everybody is well. Blessings to all of you. Jay Chill, Dan Nicks, Flezzy Flex, Miss Stevenson, how you doing? I'm glad everybody, hopefully everybody's doing well. Good afternoon. Akil Hicks, FAR, Earl Thomas, New York Mellow 76. Good afternoon to all of you. Again, blessings, and I hope again all your families are well and that you're healthy and that everything is going well for you this weekend. You're enjoying your weekend. So last night, the Knicks played a second preseason game. Now they're only going to play 3 preseason games this year. This preseason. They're only playing, 4. They're playing 4 preseason games this summer. So, and I'm kind of glad of that, to be quite honest with you, because the Knicks, the continuity that the Knicks have, they don't need a whole lot of time to get sharp, and just playing more preseason games just open up more opportunity for injury, which we don't want. So it's kind of 4 games is kind of perfect. Woody Woodpecker, how you doing? Isaac Smith, Kamario Jarvis. So I'm glad they're only playing 4. Last night, as the announcers said, and not always listen to the announcers in terms of what they know what they're talking about, but it did feel like a regular season game. It had the regular season. Did y'all think, especially the first 2 quarters, maybe part of the third, it felt like regular season. But the intensity, as far as, it felt like regular season. But at the same time, there were some players that were using it as a practice, as a scrimmage. Julius Randle, if you watched Julius Randle last night, he was not going full Julius Randle last night. He went in spurts, and you could tell he was working his way back into regular season form, and I'm glad he was. I don't want him going off too much and doing too much. At Almighty Finesse, if you coming in here to start trouble, we'll end that pretty quickly. So I'm just going to warn you now, don't. Okay? Don't. Did you hear what I said? Let me just make sure everybody heard my warning to Almighty Finesse. Don't be the clown today. I'm not in the mood. Don't. You heard me? Okay. Yeah, don't stop. Okay? Just don't. Because we're not going to have the clown show today. Not from you. All right? I just want to make sure you got me. All right, cool. So if he disappears, you all know why. Okay? Yeah, already. All right. So first off, Julius, I liked what Julius was doing yesterday. I liked what he was doing last night. He was kind of using it pretty much as a scrimmage. He wasn't doing all of the usual Julius things. He was kind of in the flow, kind of taking his time, kind of not pushing anything too hard. And then I think it was around the third quarter. What's up, Jamal Way? I think it was around the third quarter. He let up a little bit on the 3, but I liked the way he was doing it. It wasn't like he was trying to, what's up, Coach Hauser? It wasn't like he was trying to, go all out. He was just working his way back in. And I like that. I don't want Julius exercising himself like that in the preseason. And so I think from that perspective, he handled the preseason game correctly. And I liked what I'm seeing from Julius Randle so far. I like what I'm seeing from him. Good. He's already in a good mood. He's kind of jovial. He's kind of easy, kind of, relaxed a little bit. And what we know about Julius is he really is like a full season type of player. Like, he's not a guy that's going to play just 50 games or 60 games. He's going to play 70 plus games And he handles himself like that. He takes a long view. What's up, Raw Mania? Wellflowers up. So I liked what I saw from him. I liked how he was handling this game. He wasn't taking it too seriously in terms of trying to compete to win everything. He was just really trying to get himself in the flow, and it showed. And he did a good job. And I like what I saw from Julius Randle last night. RJ Barrett. What so far I'm seeing from RJ is he's a bigger, stronger version of the same RJ. That's what I'm learning from RJ. He's a bigger, stronger, more seasoned version of the same guy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He shot 9 of 12 from the line, and I know he wants to improve from the line. That's his thing. He wants to get better from the line. He shot 9 of 12 from the line. I don't know, what is that percentage wise. What did he shoot? Was that 80%? Did he shoot at least 80%? I know he wanted to get 80% this year. That's 75%. So yeah, what's up, y'all? So he's gonna, and like I said, there was 2 things I wanted to see from him improve, 2 areas. One, offensively, one was finishing at the rim, and the other one was his foul shooting. I didn't think he was going to get, I still don't think we're going to get sharp eye shooting from him from 3 this year. You're going to get, just like we're going to get what we always get from RJ. And so, and again, he had some very silly turnovers. And like I said, that's RJ. All right. Just like we know Julius, we know RJ. That's who he is. Okay. So at this point, that's cool. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. He shot 9 of 12, 75% from the line yesterday. He shot 6 of 15, very, I don't know, what's that, 40% from the field. That's RJ, 2 of 8 from the line, from the 3-point line, 23 points. He's a scorer type guy. And so that's him. That's who he is. Like I said, he's a bigger, stronger, more seasoned version of the same kid. That's what he is. So I wasn't surprised by what I saw from RJ. And that's what I'm saying. I've come to expect certain things, and I'm not always looking for him to become the all-star. I think he can be, but yeah, his D was okay. I mean, it wasn't like outstanding, but it was okay. Okay. I still think he guards 4s better than he guards 2s and 3s. And actually it goes in, he can't guard 1s. He can barely guard 2s. He has a little trouble with 3s, but he can guard 4s. And so he's not going to get that opportunity to do that much this year unless it's with the second unit. And Tibbs did play him in the second unit yesterday. It was an interesting lineup that Tibbs used. He really does play bigger guys, 4s like that. He plays guys like that better than he plays against smaller players. Okay. So it was good, and the stats in this game in some instances tell you something, in some instances don't tell you much. Like Fizzy Flex, remember Julius was plus 11. That doesn't really mean it. Julius was really chilling for this game, really easing himself back into the flow as we want him to do. So his stats, he scored 7 points. I don't care about that, because to me, 2 things. He's progressing well. He's taking his time getting in the flow, and he didn't get hurt. That's what we need. That's what we need from him. All right. So it was all good. I liked how he flowed. RJ kind of did what RJ does. What you're seeing from RJ is pretty much what you're going to see during the season. Not every player is like that. Julius, you're not going to see that Julius during the season. You're going to see a better Julius during the season. He's just easing his way in right now. RJ is pretty much what you're going to see during the season, what you saw last night. And that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Couple things bothered me about RJ, though. Couple times he had Quentin Grimes wide open, and he threw the ball away, forcing it somewhere. Did y'all notice that? Any of y'all notice that? Couple of times he had Quentin Grimes wide open, and he threw the ball away instead of hitting a wide open Quentin Grimes. Like, it wasn't a hard pass. It was like right there. And he turns the wrong way and turns the ball over. Or he tries to force something instead of hitting a wide open Quentin Grimes, who's right there. So last night, I would like them to work more on. Again, we talked about getting Grimes some more looks. Some more, and he had opportunity to do that. RJ really needs to get better in this area. Really, he does. Okay. Yeah, he has to get better in this area. He cannot be turning the ball over. I could understand everybody has turnovers, right? I mean, very few players in the league don't have any turnover. But when you got a wide open guy sitting right next to you and he's a shooter, you need to get him the basketball. And so I'm hoping they look at this film and RJ notices that, because that can't be happening. We can't have that. Okay, we cannot have that, especially if we're going toward the play. We can't have that. Thank you, J2, for the $5. Man, I don't know about everyone else, but I sense Brunson is ready to get the season started. I felt QG was holding back. Yeah, Quentin Grimes was holding back, and part of that was he wasn't getting fed the basketball. Very simple. You start feeding him the ball, and he starts getting the idea that, oh, you want me to shoot? He's going to do it. He's not going to force his way on the Knicks. That's not the type of player he is. He's never been that way. But if you feed him, he's going to shoot the rock. That's the problem. He's not getting the touches. Last night, he didn't get but 5 touches. And he had at least, I would say, 3 or 4 more opportunities that he should have gotten that he didn't get, because RJ was forcing the basketball. That's not cool. Okay, that's not cool. Okay, so we got to improve that. If I had a criticism of RJ, that was it last night. Everything else is pretty much what you expect. I want him to start looking for Quentin Grimes some more and stop forcing bad situations. Hopefully he learns that. Okay, hopefully he learns that. Brunson is ready. Period. Jaylen Brunson is ready. What I love about, and everybody says the same thing. Okay, in high school, Brunson won the state championship. He lost it one year, he got it. In college, he wanted the NC2A championship. He got it. He's in the pros now. He's in the league, and he wants a championship. Okay? He's in the league, and he wants a championship. He's already shown clearly that he can perform at a very high level, both during the season and in the playoffs. This is a big thing for the Knicks. Brunson wants a chip. Y'all should love this. I mean, and he's playing like he wants a chip. Okay? He's playing like he wants to win a championship. He's not just talking. He wants to win a championship. And also last night, he, in a very professional manner, treated this game like a scrimmage. Like, I'm just getting ready. I'm just getting sharp. Take me out. I don't need that much of this. And when we're ready to really play for the money, I'm ready. That's what I got from him last night. Okay? That's what I got from him last night. When y'all ready to play for the money, call me. He wants to win a championship. Okay? No, Brunson is not selfish. Stop it. Come on, baby. This ain't the Rucker. This ain't West 4th Street. This the league, man. He got his money. He ain't worried about that. Selfish with Brunson? I understand he was last year trying to show, this is normal with an NBA player. They get a big contract. They want to show you they're worth the contract. Well, he's past that now. He's not trying to prove he's worth the contract anymore. Everybody in the world knows he's underpaid. Everybody in the world knows he's underpaid. Okay? Everybody knows that. Okay? So this is the year we're going to see some things with Jaylen Brunson. Yes, we're going to see some things. Russell Reed, thank you for the $5. Money Mitch taking it up a notch. Scary. He's more nimble. Scary. Deuce. Wow. Okay, we're going to talk about all that. But thank you, Russell Reed. We're going to talk about all that. But Brunson is ready. Period. See, guys like Randle, he's still getting ready. Guys like Grimes, he's still feeling his way out. Brunson is ready. I will say RJ, I don't like to use the word ready, but RJ is what he is. What you're seeing from him now, you're going to see from him during the season. And he's going to be what he always was. A big game, when he feels it's a big game, he's going to come through. Okay, that's RJ. Okay, he's going to drive you crazy with some stupid turnovers. I'm hoping he can improve in that area. Okay, I'm hoping he can improve in that area. Okay, so I'm hoping to see some better decision making. This is RJ's 5th season. He's got to come with some better decision making. You see what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, you got a guy standing right next to you that's out there to shoot the rock. You got to give him the ball. Okay, so I'm hoping RJ learns. Grimes, again, he's not going to force anything. Grimes is going to take opportunities. Grimes is opportunistic, both sides of the basketball. And let me tell you something. Last night, he guarded the toughest cover, which was Anthony Edwards. He guarded Anthony Edwards. That's the toughest cover out there. Anthony Edwards was 6 of 18 last night. He scored 17 points, but he was 6 of 18 with Grimes on him. Anthony Edwards, a lot of people think that he's going to be like the most improved player this year, that he has a chance to be in that, and I do too, that his talent is undeniable. Anthony Edwards is that dude, but not with Quentin Grimes on him. Okay, now Quentin Grimes, he was 6 of 18, and I'm telling you right now, Grimes was all in his grill. Okay, and that's why Grimes is out there. Okay, that's why he's out there, and he's already Grimes has established himself as a top defender in the NBA. He just locked down one of the best offensive players in the league last night, and they were going at it. They were going at it last night. And he ended up, I mean, I know he caused at least 3 or 4 steals. I don't know if they credited him. Did y'all notice that they credited him with 2 steals, but he caused at least 4 with that defense. He caused at least 4. I haven't seen, and some of y'all are going to laugh, but I haven't seen a guy put himself in position defensively so consistently since Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina used to do that, but he would get hurt all the time, and he wasn't an offensive player like Grimes is. So Grimes is way better. But in terms of always being in the right defensive position, I haven't seen that since Frank. He's always in the right defensive position. We're going to talk about Deuce. Calm down, y'all. We're going to catch him. We're going to get it. Taking my time here if y'all don't mind. Taking my time here if y'all don't mind. So, but he's always in the right defensive position. He really knows how to read a defense, and he's on Grimes. Yeah, I've told y'all, I've been telling y'all, I'm all high on Grimes. I'm telling you, and so I'm telling you, he's more valuable to the Knicks than RJ. I'm telling you, and so yes, okay. So Grimes, I like what he's doing. I would like to see the Knicks get more touches for him than he's gotten. They got to run plays for him. He has got to see the ball more. He only had 5 shots last night. That's not going to do it. We can't. No, I want to see at least 10 shots a game for Quentin Grimes. Okay. All right. Hart, Josh, he's off. He was off last night. He came with his usual effort, but he was just a little off. His timing is off. You can see it, right? Did y'all see that? His timing's a little off. He comes with the same hustle, but his timing's a little off. Okay, he's a little off just in general. Okay, he's a little off, but I'm not worried about that. Yeah, he did, but he's still off. He's just not the same yet. And I'm not saying this is going to be a problem. It's not going to be a problem. He's just working his way in. Again, for him, this is the second preseason game. This is the first one that I think he played, right? He didn't even play in the first preseason game. So for Hart, this is his first preseason game. He's going to work his way back in. I'm not worried about him, but that's the way it was last night. Okay, that's the way it was. Well, that's the thing, Coach House. Did he really miss him, or was Hart not running as hard as he could? That's what I was thinking. I saw the play, and Hart ended up, the ball was a little ahead of him, but I'm not worried about that, going into the regular season. I don't think it's going to be a problem. You understand? He missed him a little bit, and then another play, Hart was a little off. It's going to take him, I think, if you say they give me one more game with him, I think he'll be okay. Okay, I'm not worried about Josh Hart. He's going to be there. Hartenstein is ready. Y'all seen Hartenstein? Hartenstein is ready. He's ready now. See, he's ready right now. the passing game, the hustle game. Hartenstein is ready. Hello, Miss Edwards. How you doing? Hartenstein is ready. He's ready to go. Okay, he's ready. He's ready for opening night right now. He's ready. Okay, this is good. So of all the players, Brunson is ready. Mitch Rob is ready. Okay, Mitch Rob is ready. Mitch Rob is ready. As a matter of fact, let me just say the whole three guys at the 5. That would be Mitch Rob, that would be Hartenstein, and Jericho Sims, who's also played a lot of 4 last night. Those 3 guys are ready. Brunson is ready, and those 3 guys are ready. Okay, we ain't got to worry about them. They ready to go. Okay, they ready to go. They ready to go. They ready to go. All 3 of them cats ready. Hartenstein passing game, Hartenstein hustle game is on. Mitch Rob block game is on. Mitch Rob offensive rebound game is on. They are ready. They're ready to go. They're in shape. We're not even worried about them last night. Mitch Rob has 7 boards, 3 on offensive end. He played 21 minutes. He was 4 for 4 plus 5, 8 points, 1 block. Mitch Rob ready. Mitch Rob ready. And let me tell you something. The fact y'all saw the alley-oop between Mitch Rob and RJ. And one thing again, the announcer said that I found correct was these guys have been playing together so long they know where each other's going to be. Mitch Rob had time to catch the lob and cock it back. Did you see it? It was like he was cocking back a 44 Magnum. Like click, he went boom, cocked it back, and then flushed it. Yeah, Mitch Rob's ready. He's ready. RJ is for all practical purposes is ready. I'm just hoping he uses this time to get his turnover game a little bit under control. Okay, so that's good, and that's what I'm liking that. Now Donte DiVincenzo, I mean, it wasn't just that he dunked the ball; it was the position he was in defensively. And did you notice Tibbs is like to play IQ, Donte, and Q-Dog together. Or he liked to play Brunson, Donte, and Q-Dog together. He's using that a lot. Have y'all noticed that? He's using that a lot in these last 2 preseason games. Those 3 cats, and I like that. I'm telling you, some people were still worried about the 3-point shooting. I'm not because Donte is going to do his thing, man. He's got enough. He got enough defense to be slick, and he's got enough jump shooting to be slick. I like how he plays the game. He's got a high IQ, as we all knew already. Donte DiVincenzo is gonna be that dude, bro. Now, IQ still getting his footing together. IQ still doing it, but it's there. It's as far as in shape, he's there. Okay, as far as getting timing down, IQ needs a little bit more time. And like I said, that's what I'm saying. You got right now RJ, Brunson, Mitch, Hartenstein, they ready. The other cats are still catching up. When they get caught up, I like our team, man. I'm telling you, I like this team. Now, let's talk a little bit about one of my homies. There's actually, I got really 4 homies on this team. There's Mitch Rob, there's IQ, there's Grimes, and there's Deuce. Now, let's talk a little bit about Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride scored 16 points in 11 minutes last night, and he was playing with the bum squad. I mean, he's playing with the bum squad. And I don't want to hear no more about Isaiah Roby. I mean, I just don't. This cat can't guard his shadow. He just can't. Okay? He's slow. He can't guard his shadow. I don't want to hear no more about him. Okay? He ain't going to make the team. I'll be shocked if he make the team. And they know what killed me? I'm watching NBA TV, and they got him underneath Julius Randle, the backup 4. Now, everybody in the world know Josh Hart's the backup 4. I was like, bro, please, I don't want, all of y'all was like, I think he can come off the bench and average 10 a game. I think he can back up Julius. Y'all need to. Anyway, let's not talk about him. Okay? Let's not talk. Now, you know who I think Obi brother, Jacob, got a better shot at making his team than Isaiah Rowe. And he didn't even play last night. He didn't play last night. I'm hoping he gets some more PT in the next preseason game. Okay? I'm hoping he does. Tibbs was getting all competitive and mess, and he wasn't getting all of them cats to run they're supposed to get. He was trying to win the game. And he caught himself. Yeah, but I give me more Toppin and less Roby, please. Just let's do that. Jaylen Martin, I told y'all, there are guys that can play like a man among boys. Like Julius Randle plays like a grown man playing with little boys. Okay, when you put Julius Randle with the wrong comp, you know. But then there's guys that play like little boys trying to play with grown men. And that's actually good too, in the sense that they got a chance to grow. It's like having a 14-year-old kid trying to play the varsity. You know what I'm saying? He's like a 14-year-old kid trying to play the varsity. This is Jaylen Martin. He's not ready for prime time yet. I told y'all. Y'all don't believe me. I told y'all. So he needs this year in the G League, and I think the Knicks going to give it to him just because of his youth. I mean, he's only 19. So you got to give him a year in the G League, let him develop with the crew down there. What's that guy's name? Yoshimoto, right? Is that the assistant name, Yoshimoto, the Asian cat? Let him deal with Yoshimoto for a while. Let Yoshimoto work with that boy, because Yoshimoto know what Tibbs expects. Yep. Let him work with Yoshimoto down in the G League for a minute, and then we'll see what he got next summer, coming to summer league next summer. Okay, but I don't want to hear about him, you know, being on a regular team. No. And this Dylan Windler, what was some of y'all talking about? Anyway. We had Deuce out there with these bums, man. We had Deuce out there with these bums. Bums. Couldn't set a good pick. Couldn't play no defense. And here's Deuce out there. And Deuce was 6 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from three-point land. I told you, some of y'all don't believe your homie when Raw be talking to y'all. Some of y'all, I told you we should draft Grimes. I told you we should draft Deuce. I told you. And some of y'all, he can't play. He can't play offense. He can't score. His offensive limitations. Y'all listening to some of these a-holes that's on big platforms that don't know what the hell they talking about. Deuce can play both sides of the basketball. Deuce can play both sides of the ball. He just needs minutes. He just needs minutes. That's all he needs. But it's hard to get minutes when you got Jaylen Brunson, Emmanuel Quickley, and Donte DiVincenzo in front of you. How you going to get minutes? Okay? And last night, you know, I don't want nobody to get it twisted. They're actually out there using the preseason to showcase Evan Fournier. That's it. That's what they're doing. Tibbs is using this preseason to showcase Evan Fournier. Now, the thing is that, you know, Fournier scored 15 points. This is typical Fournier. He scores 15 points, and he was minus 15. That's Fournier. Okay? He scores 15 points, and he was minus 15. That's Fournier. Fournier's best games is like Nick losses. Get you all excited, but then at the end, you be like, damn, they lost that game. That's Fournier. Okay, that's Fournier. All right. So they're showcasing him because somebody is going to want him coming off their bench in the rotation for scoring. I mean, right? That makes sense. He would not fit on the Knicks because he can't play defense. Let's go through the Deuce McBride's a better defender than Evan Fournier. I'm not lying. Donte DiVincenzo's a better defender than Evan Fournier. Emmanuel Quickley's a better defender than Evan Fournier. Grimes is a better defender than Evan Fournier. Okay. RJ's a better defender than Evan Fournier. And let me give you the coup de grace of the whole thing. And Jaylen Brunson's a better defender than Evan Fournier. But see, so all of these cats play better D than Evan Fournier. All of them. Okay. So he gets 15 points shooting the lights out. and he's negative 15. That's Grimes. That's Grimes in a nutshell, y'all. That's him. That's him. See, there's been games where Deuce has, over the last 3 years, right? Where this is his third year, over the last 2 years, there's been games where Deuce McBride has gotten like 16, 17 minutes, might have scored 3 or 4 points, but was plus 20. Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about? There was games where Deuce McBride might have scored 4 points. He got like 15 minutes, but he's plus 20. Why? Because of his effect on winning. His effect on winning. Okay, that's what it's about. And that's why when they brought him up, they brought up Fournier to Tibbs. Tibbs says it's not about individual stuff. It's about team. It's about team. Okay, so I'm hoping that some team sees this gentleman. And the problem that we have, the only problem with Fournier is this, man. It's that salary. Because we're not trying to take back $19 million. Y'all hear what I'm saying? We need some team to absorb this $19 million. Or we could write it, buy him out and let some team give him the rest of the season minimum contract or something. But they're trying to, they're trying to showcase him. And he going for broke. Hey, that's good. He going for broke. Let him do that. That's cool. All right, let him do his thing. But that is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. So, and he will not fit in Tibbs' system. He just doesn't. If it was Mike D'Antoni, you see what I'm saying? If it was Mike D'Antoni coaching, Fournier would fit. Knicks score 150 points a game, give up 147. And Fournier would be there. That's how that would go. But this ain't Mike D'Antoni. This is Tom Thibodeau. Exactly. This is Tom Thibodeau. So that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. That ain't going to work. But yeah, exactly. Okay. And you get a point guard out there like James Harden and you have Fournier and they'd be looking like all-stars. You know what I'm saying? But of course, they would give up just as much as they scored. That's the problem. Now, there's been a lot of talk recently, as y'all, I'm sure, are aware, about Cat coming to New York. You have heard the rumors, right? Cat coming to New York. In fact, somebody in the post made a point of telling us that the whatever beef there was between Cat and Tibbs has been squashed. They made a big deal of telling us that, right? Okay. First off, we know. Okay, I think some of y'all know. Was it Bondi? Okay, another loser. I ain't worried about it. Okay, but there's not going to be any major trade during this season. There's not going to be a major trade during this season. And let's go over why. There's not going to be a major trade during the course of this season. Why? Because the Knicks need to find out what we have. How far can this team go as presently constructed? Why is that important? Number one, most of these guys were drafted and developed in the Knicks culture, the new culture that is the New York Knicks now. They were drafted and developed in this culture. And even if like a guy like Randle was signed as a free agent, he was developed under Tibbs. He was never all-star or all-NBA until Tibbs got a hold of him. That's the fact. That's a stone fact. He was never even in the playoffs until he got to Tibbs. Okay, so you got to give Tibbs his props, his flowers for helping develop a Julius Randle. And Julius, if you notice, he listens to Tibbs. Tibbs gets in and he's listening. And look, yeah, he was never all-star, never all-NBA, never even in a playoff game until he got to Tibbs. So you got to give Tibbs credit for that. Then there's RJ, then which Tibbs gets in his head when he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Then we know Brunson is like one of Tibbs' children. We know Tibbs wanted Grimes. We know Tibbs loves Mitchell Robinson. We know Tibbs loves Hart. That's one of his type of guys. Hart, Donte, IQ is like his grandson. We know all this. So this is a team that has Tibbs' thumbprint on it. So you got to see now that you got what you wanted to get, let's see what they could do. Okay, let's see how far they could go. Now, regarding Cat, I know we're going to have some strong opinions on Cat. but there's not going to be any movement until next summer. Do y'all know? I don't know. Did Cat sign the extension yet? If he ain't signed the extension, right? I don't know. Did he sign the extension? I don't know. Did he sign? Because he's eligible for an extension. Did Cat sign the extension? Do y'all know that he did sign it organic? Because I don't know if I didn't know if he signed the extension or not. Because I'm looking at Spot Rack and what they said. Listen, let me show you what they said in Spot Rack here. I don't know. Not saying Spot Rack is perfect, but with regard to Towns, he had $158 million that he signed in 2019. And this year, 23-24, that is the last year of that deal. This is the 5th year of that deal. So now he had the upcoming contract, 4 years, $222 million. And so, yes, designated player veteran extension, bird rights. So he's signed for the next 4 years, 220, let's call it $223 million. Okay. So $223 million. He's starting off around $50 million a year, and he's going to end up at $62 million in the last one, which I know that number sounds staggering, but when you look at the cap, it's not going to be that staggering, really. It's going to be something like what $35 million is now. So he's going to get that. Okay. So now, yeah, he did an extension. Now it goes into effect next season. Now with Minnesota, what's their situation? What is their situation? What would make them want to trade Karl Anthony Towns? And what would they want for Karl Anthony Towns? Let's not even deal with whether we want him or not. Because I think most of us agree we don't want him. But right now, they're $2 million below the luxury tax. 2.4 million below the luxury tax. They haven't the Anthony Edwards deal kicks in next season. I think, yes, kicks in next season. They still got maybe 2 or 3 more seasons of Rudy's deal. After those 2 guys, though, there's not a lot of money they got to worry about. So they can clear a lot of space. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. I really don't understand the rumors, honestly, because I don't know what would see. They don't want Mitchell Robinson. We're not trading. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Knicks are not trading Julius Randle for Karl Anthony Towns. I'm 100% guarantee you that they're not going to do that. Okay, so they're not going to trade Julius Randle. I know it makes sense because he can play power forward, but they're not going to do that. If they got Cat, he would have to play the 5, which means you're trading Mitchell Robinson, or you're bringing Mitch Rob to the bench and you're trading Hartenstein. They're going to want RJ Barrett the money. They're going to want an IQ. So I don't know. IQ is going to get signed. They're going to want IQ. They're going to want RJ Barrett. That's what they're going to want. I don't know. I don't see it. If it happens, I'd be surprised. What do you got? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know. You'd have to have, to me, the best scenario that's possible with that is, and this is that I'm thinking, the best scenario is you're trading Hartenstein, Emmanuel Quickly, who's going to sign an extension, probably sign an extension this fall before the first game of the season. So you're going to trade IQ and RJ. That makes the money work with Hartenstein. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And then you have then you have Quentin Grimes, Cat, and Randle. You have Brunson with Donte. And you're going to have Deuce coming in off the bench. Now, you could do that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You have Deuce and Mitch Rob coming to the bench. They don't need Gobert there, so they don't need Mitchell Robinson. So I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of this. I don't like it at all. I can't see them doing it. I really can't. I'll be surprised. Even if Cat wants to come to New York, I just can't see this happening. Okay. Fournier is going to expire at the end of this season, Anthony. They're not going to pick up his 4th year team option. I mean, unless they traded that and Minnesota picked it. They pick up a Minnesota guy. I don't know. Because I can't see how that would work. If I'm Minnesota, what do I want? I want RJ Barrett and I want Emmanuel Quickly, because what do they have now? They have Mike Conley, who's older, right? And you can bring in IQ as your next starting point guard, right? You can bring in IQ as your next starting point guard. If I am them, and you still got McLaughlin as a backup, so you bring in IQ as your starting point guard. You're going to want a small forward. And they can use him. They got Leonard Miller, small forward. They need a small forward, so you can use RJ, and you wouldn't have to have that many picks, any picks involved. You're just dealing with that, and that money works. So you're going to have between those three guys, between Hartenstein, RJ, and IQ, you're going to have something in the neighborhood of $50-something million. You're going to have like $50 million. That makes the deal work. So I can see that happening, but I don't know. I can't. Well, I think Blair, they've solved that problem with Naz Reid. I think they've solved that problem with Naz Reid. I think they solved their rebounding problem between Gobert and Naz Reid. I think they solved that problem. So we'll see. I don't see it though. I don't like the taste of it. I don't. It's like with this, people keep looking for, they're not going to, but Dio, they're not going to trade Randle. Let's get that fantasy out right now. They're not trading Julius Randle. He is going to retire a Knick. Okay. He is. They love him. As long as Leon Rose is there and Tibbs is there, Randle will be there. Randle's not going anywhere. So I've given up on the idea of trading Randle. So yes, let's leave it alone. He's going to be there. Okay. And don't let them go to the finals. Randle's a Knick for life. That's it. Done. Okay. So that's not going to happen. So you're talking about, if you're bringing Cat, he's going to play the 5. Yeah, right. He's going to play the 5. So if so you're talking about RJ and Emmanuel Quickly. To me, those are the only two players you're talking about. They're not trading Grimes. Grimes would step in as the small forward. You have Donte step right in as a 2 guard, and you still got Brunson, and you still have Deuce. So, and then you'd have Mitch Rob coming off the bench with Mobb Deep. That would be tremendous. But I just can't see it happening. I can't see it. I can't see it happening. Okay, I really can't. I see it fitting, but it don't taste right. Yeah, I don't like the way this looks. So I don't know all this Cat stuff, but I could guarantee you this is not going to happen nothing is going to happen during this season. This season right here, it's not going to happen. They're going to play these guys that we got and see how they roll. Now, hopefully, once they make a move with Fournier, I'm hoping that, you see, Fournier got 19 minutes last night. Fournier got 19 minutes. Hart, what did Hart get? Josh got 8. So, you can expect Hart to eat up those Fournier minutes. And I'd like to see Deuce get pretty much what he got last night. Yeah, he got 11 minutes. I'd like to see Deuce continue to get that 11 minutes. I'd like to see him get that 11 to 15 if he can. Deuce is now maturing as a basketball player. We're watching Deuce mature as a basketball player. He's very comfortable with Tibbs, very comfortable with the offense. And of course, he's still the best perimeter defender, him and Grimes, on the New York Knicks. There's no doubt about it. So I'd like to see that continue, because depending on the moves that are made next summer. You see, the fact is they're going to extend IQ. The poison pill stuff ends on July 1st next year. So if he's going to be traded, which I hope he doesn't, but if he's going to be traded, that gives the opening to Deuce. Okay. I'm wondering, because I'm looking at, look at the minutes last night. Abraham asked if he's going to get 15 minutes. Well, you see, Crick got 22. Donte got 20. Evan Fournier got 19. Now, you can forget that. That's not going to continue, right? Isaiah Roby got 11. That's not going to continue either. We can forget that. Jaylen Martin, all of those minutes, Charlie Brown, Jaylen Martin, Isaiah Roby, that's not going to happen. Okay, so in Fournier, forget it. That's done. So those minutes will be available. Okay, Randle only did 23 minutes. He's going to get at least another 10. RJ did 26. I don't know what's going to change with that. Grimes did 22. That's not going to change much. I think everybody else, only Brunson and Randle. Brunson's going to get 30 plus. Randle's going to get 30 plus. So those two are going to get more minutes. So I think McBride can get 11 to 15 minutes a game. It's possible for him to do that. Okay, when you take away all these other bums that are not going to get any minutes come season. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to get more than 3 to 6 minutes organic. I think he is. He's just, that defense is too valuable. Tibbs loves Deuce McBride. He does, and he should. He does. I'm just telling you. I don't know how, but I just think he's going to get 11 to 15 minutes this year. I think he will. Yeah, I think he will. Tibbs loves Deuce McBride, man. And he loves Grimes too. That's right. So I can see them getting some minutes. And they asked Tibbs about it. So, and he said, like, I know it's a long season. It's 82 games. You know, these guys ain't going to all play. Well, none of them are going to play 82 games except maybe Hartenstein and IQ. That's it. Everybody else is going to play and Randle. Everybody else is going to play 70 or less, 70, 75 or less. Deuce is going to get some chance. Okay. He's going to get some chance to play. We'll see. And so I wouldn't say he's not playing. I think that's short-sighted, especially with it being an 82-game season. What, you think Brunson's going to play 82 games? Wait, did anybody here think Brunson's going to play 82 games? I would be happy if Brunson played 72 games. Just the way he plays, as physical as he is, he's going to get nicked up. If he can play 72 games, I'll be happy. I'm thinking between 65 and 72 games. Okay. IQ is much more durable. He played 81 games last year. I can see him doing that again, you know, coming off the bench. You know, so Deuce is going to get some opportunity to play. Yeah. The car music, I'm just going to ignore that. Some people say it's like almost like the New York Post, like Mark Berman. They splash some great stupid thing up there and they want a reaction, you know. I'm not going to buy into it. It is quite obvious from last summer and the summer before this that the New York Knicks value Quentin Grimes above RJ Barrett. And they should. They should. Okay. They do and they should. Okay. Donte and Hart is going to play. We know he's going to back up Julius at the 4. They've already announced that. So he's going to back up Julius at the 4. That's what Hart's going to do. And he'll play some 3 also. Donte will play some 2 and some 3 between those two. But as far as point guard, you really got IQ, Brunson, and Deuce. That's what you got at point guard. Okay. So Brunson is not going to play more than, I'd be shocked if he played more than 72 games. I would be shocked if he played more than 72 games. I would be really surprised if he did that. So Deuce is going to get some time. He's going to get some minutes, okay? He's going to do that. That's not even – I'm telling you, some of y'all saying he ain't going to play. I'm not saying he's going to play heavy rotation minutes, but to say he ain't going to play is kind of ridiculous. That's kind of like extreme. He's not – he's going to play, okay? And I like the idea of him playing with guys that know how to play because that's going to help him look better because he's now getting mature. Okay, so next summer, decisions are going to be made, and we're going to see what happens based on the performance of the team this year, you know, depending on how far they go. Yeah, so if the Knicks go into the Eastern Conference Finals, New York is going to be off the chain if they go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Off the chain. But just getting into the second round, the Garden is going to be going crazy, man. Yeah, the Garden is going to be going crazy, man. Yeah, that's right. Julius is taking his time. This is his 10th year, man. He don't need to prove nothing to nobody. He's just taking his time, getting himself ready. And I like that. Just do your thing, Juju. Do your thing. We know he's our problem child. So he's gonna have some, things. It's all right. But we'll be all right. We'll be all right. You think RJ looks like an all-star? Why? Because he scored 15 points in the half? Come on, stop. RJ had the Ray Charles glasses on from three-point land last night, and he should have gave up 3 of them shots for Quentin Grimes. I'm glad he's like I said, RJ is a bigger, stronger, more mature version of the same kid. That's what he is. He's a bigger, stronger, more mature version of the same kid that he always been. That's what he is. I hope he closes at the rim a little better. I'd like to see that. If he does that, he'd be an all-star. If RJ can get finishing better at the rim, those 8-footers he got, he can, if he hits those, yeah, okay, he'd be good. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not RJ is looking like RJ. No, and like I said, yeah, if he get Russell Reeve, exactly. If he can hit that 8-footer, he gets that all. He can get it because he is so strong that the defenders respect him enough to back up off him, and he could get that 8-footer. If he could hit that, he would be an all-star. If he can hit that, that's one simple thing. If he can hit that, he'd be an all-star because he gets the looks. It's not like he's not getting the looks. In fact, we were talking about that. He took some looks from Quentin Grimes last night, but if he could just hit that 8-footer, and that's a big if because now this is his 5th season. So I don't know. This is 5th season. Okay. You know. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No excess finesse. This is the league. It don't work like that. All of these guys are really good. Grimes plays within the flow. He's not going to force anything. He needs plays called for him. This is the league. That's how it works. This ain't street ball. Okay? He has confidence. He just needs to have the ball. Okay? Let's be honest, King Ribby, Grimes a bum. Let me be honest. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm going to be honest. You have no idea. If you're looking at Quentin Grimes hold Anthony Edwards to 6 of 18, and you're telling me he's a bum, you have no idea what you're talking about. All due respect, you have no idea what you're talking about. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Something must be wrong with you. I know they call Grimes a bum. I'm like, what the hell? What? Do you know how difficult it is to guard Anthony Edwards? Oh my gosh. Some of y'all, man, I'm like, what you think? This is the Rucker? What you think? You think this is West 4th Street? What you think? They playing on 145th? Is that what you think? Come on, man. This is the league. Oh my gosh, man. All right, you could say maybe he's not all-star level, and I still would disagree with you, but to say he's a bum, oh my gosh, man. Oh, man. Okay, anyway. Woo, I've heard it all here. I think I have. Some people call Mitch Robb a bum. People have called IQ a bum. People have called RJ a bum, Randle a bum. I think I've heard it all. Deuce was called a bum. He can't play offense. He can't score. Okay. 6 for 6 last night. 4 for 4 from the line, from the 3-point line. He can't score. No. Can't score. He only took 6 shots. Got 16 points. He only played 11 minutes. Got 16 points. With some bums. He played with bums. Oh, gosh. Yeah, man. That Mad Dog 2020 still getting around. Isn't it? King Ribby, I favor players that can play. You ain't got that memo yet. I favor players that can play. And just because I'm not swinging on RJ's nutsacks don't mean I don't think he could play. I already said he could play. I just said Grimes is more valuable than him. You seem to have a problem with that while you're swinging on them nutsacks. RJ is one of the most inefficient players in the NBA. That's statistical facts. Stats. Facts. He's one of the most inefficient players in the entire league. But you so hard swinging like Tarzan. You can't see that. Okay? I'm telling you, I believe in RJ. I call him Broadway Barrett. But let's not get carried away, bro. The scent of them nutsacks got you all kind of gotten, you what the brother say? You gonna swung on them nutsacks and you caught the vapors. You caught the vapors. Somebody need to give you some smelling salts. Russell Reed, thanks for the $5. Knicks fan amnesia. What held up Donovan Mitchell trade to the Knicks? Ainge wanted Grimes. I think Ainge knows talent. I think so. They were offering RJ. Ainge said, I want Grimes. Nick said, no deal. So stop catching the vapors, man. You're talking about how I favor players. I favor players that help my team win. Grimes is a championship piece. So is Mitchell Robinson. Stop catching the vapors. All right? Stop catching the vapors. I'm sure RJ must have a girlfriend already. So don't worry about it. All right. So, yeah, as I was saying. Which in the rotation would I trade for a superstar? I would probably trade Deuce because Deuce would get to me. Deuce is a very similar situation than Obi Toppin. I don't want to trade Deuce. Y'all know I love Deuce, but I would trade him if it meant him getting rotation minutes with another team and us getting a superstar. That's what I would trade Deuce if I knew that he was going to be starting or getting rotation minutes on the team we traded him to, and we were getting back a superstar. I'd do that for Deuce. Yeah, that's how I think. I don't think in terms of us needing to just keep every great player or anybody that plays well. We need to go get them. Otherwise, we have 50 players on the team, according to some Knicks fans. But, for the sake of Deuce, I would trade Deuce if Deuce was start. Like, in other words, you told me they were going to trade for Karl-Anthony Towns, God forbid. God forbid. But if they were, and you are including Deuce in that package, and Deuce becomes, with McLaughlin and Conley, part of the rotation, maybe even starting, I would trade him there for his sake so that he can play and we can get to see him play. Okay. But the real is teams will want Deuce because he's on his rookie deal and you can get him. But IQ would be the guy more likely to go because his salary would be such that it could be tradable for a big contract, because IQ is going to be in that $20 million range. So you're going to include that salary. Plus, he's a starting level player. So you're going to include that salary. That's the real. It's not like I'm not basing this on my fandom. You're asking me a question from an analytical perspective. And so analytically, IQ would be the first one to go because of the salary structure and because that would fit a superstar, help with a superstar package. But in terms of giving a guy opportunity to play, IQ is playing. Deuce needs more minutes. So I would see, I would love to see Deuce, play, either start or play somebody serious minutes somewhere. Okay. Dude, because you put facts in big letters and misspell it, it doesn't mean it's facts. That's your opinion, King Rippy. Your opinion. If you look at stats, some of y'all look at stats like some people take the preseason stats and make them like they're permanent, right? And then they don't look at the stats during the season. Let me explain something to you, okay? Grimes is a damn near 40% three-point shooter right now. Right now. That's his career stats. Matisse Thybulle is not. Great defender, but he's not anywhere near the shooter that Quentin Grimes is right now. Not anywhere near. Okay? So you want to talk your opinion? Okay. But don't state your opinion if it's facts, because you obviously haven't looked at any statistics. Stats are facts. You have not looked at any. Okay? So King Ribby, you're a stat guy. Go find stats. Matisse Thybulle, let's take a look. What is he? Now that you brought him up, let me just take a look. What is Matisse Thybulle from 3? Since Grimes is another Matisse Thybulle, let's look at this lunacy. Let's look at this lunacy and call it out for what it really is, shall we? Let's do that. Let's go here. Let's see. I want to see Mr. Thybulle. Let's see what Mr. Thybulle has, shall we? Let's take a look at it. Matisse Thybulle, we're looking at Portland. Is he still on Portland? I think he's on the Portland Trailblazers, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at Portland. Let's take a look at Matisse Thybulle on Portland, if I'm not mistaken. Or did he get traded? I know he's on Portland. Okay. He's a shooting guard guy. He's a shooting guard. And his career stat at 3 is 33%. He's a 33% shooter from 3. That's his career stat. Now, last year, he shot almost 40%. But he's gone from 30, 31, 36, 33. And he's a 33% shooter from 3. And he only takes 2.2 3-pointers per game. He doesn't even shoot that much. Well, nor should he. Cat can't shoot. Now, he can play some defense now. I'll give you that. But you're telling me you're trying to compare him to Quentin Grimes? I mean, seriously, stop drinking that sauce, man. No, stop drinking that sauce. Quentin Grimes shoots 38% for his career from 3, and he shot 39% last year from 3, 38 his rookie year. Okay, that's Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes don't take two a game. Quentin Grimes take 5 a game. 5 a game. 5. So come on, man. You at least. No, there's no comparison. That's what I'm saying to you, King Rippy. When you're trying to compare Quentin Grimes to Matisse Thybulle, you're embarrassing yourself. You really are. They both play great defense, and they both put, one pants leg on at a time. They both males. That's the only really similarity they have. As far as running off the ball, as far as catch and shoot, as far as playing off the ball, there's no comparison. What? No, stop. Stop. Grimes is a better basketball player than Matisse Thybulle. Period. He's a better basketball player. All right? He just is. Well, I'm trying to tell you, don't come with that foolishness. First, you see, King Ribby, my brother. First, you call Grimes a bum. That's how you messed up. That's how you started. Everybody saw you say that. That's how you started this thing. Then you just tried to say that Matisse Thybulle and Grimes are the same. That's how this thing started. All right, I just want to remind everybody that's how it started. Okay, my brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they both light-skinned. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They both light-skinned. They both males. They both, they got penises probably. They both, they got some similarities, I guess, But other than that, it's like Obi Toppin with his brother, Jacob Toppin. They got certain things in common. They got the same mama and the same daddy, right? They both around 6'9", right? But that's pretty much where it ends. Russell Reed, thanks for the $2. Waste of time to compare RJ. Yeah, these are different ball players. They're both different. They're different types of ball players. Yes, different types. But what I like about Grimes better is that Grimes could play the 2 or the 3. He can guard 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Right? That's Grimes. He can guard 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. At a high level, he can play the 2 and the 3, and he's a better 3-point shooter and a better foul shooter than RJ. Grimes has the talent to produce a 50, 40, 90 season. He has that type of talent. RJ does not. We are hoping that RJ can develop something close to that. But RJ does not have the ability to produce a 50, 40, 90 season. RJ's trying to get out of the 70s as far as free throw shooting. He's trying to get something above 35% for his 3-pointer. Okay. And we're trying to stop him from trying to guard 1s and 2s because we know he can't do it. So these are 2 different players. I wouldn't even say RJ is better than ISO, Craig. And the reason I wouldn't is because they haven't placed Grimes in position of ISO. They place RJ in ISO positions. They do that, but they haven't placed Grimes in that position. And Grimes is not going to force his way. Some of y'all think he should just force his way. He doesn't do that. He's not that type of guy. He's much better. He's a very team-oriented guy and very opportunistic. But, so Grimes and RJ, while they're two different players, I would say Grimes is a better basketball player than RJ Barrett. He's a better basketball player. Overall, basketball player. It's offense, defense, passing, rebounding, shooting. He's all of that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just saying there's guys that, RJ has his strengths, obviously. He's been a long-term, from the time he was a kid, he's been good ball player. He's been went Canada, all the youth and all, and AAU and all that. Went to Duke, top pick, in the draft. Played successfully in the league. RJ's top 100 player in the NBA, I believe, right? So there's not slight on him to say that Grimes is a better basketball player, because Grimes is a better basketball player. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Grimes struggles in pick and roll? No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? She struggles with what? Wait. All right. Okay. Did you guys happen to see the game last night? Did you happen to see the ball game last night? Did you see how many picks Grimes had to fight through to guard Anthony Edwards last night? Did y'all watch that? Did you see that? I just want to say, did you see that? Did you see that? How many picks did Grimes have to fight through? How many picks did Minnesota run for Anthony Edwards last night? Did you guys happen to see that? Did you notice that Grimes held this boy to 30% shooting? Did you notice that last night? Why do you say he has trouble with pick and roll? Pick and roll offense? Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't struggle with pick and roll offense. No, he doesn't. Struggle. Anyway. It's crazy, some of the things that come out of y'all, man. He don't struggle with no pick and roll offense. They hardly run pick and roll for him. They need to run more pick and roll for him. If they gave him enough shots, you would see what I'm saying. Oh, my gosh, man. Yeah, I'm saying, he got 5 shots last night. 5. He got 5 shots last night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Grimes was on that boy like a cheap suit, and he was getting frustrated. He was getting frustrated. He should be. And then on offense, RJ, his Grimes standing right next to him. He's going to try to go the other way and turn the ball over. He was driving me crazy with that. And I just had to remind myself, remember now, this is RJ Barrett. He's going to do that. 26 minutes, 3 turnovers. Okay, he's going to do that. That's okay. That's our boy. I had to keep reminding myself, that's our boy. He's going to turn the ball over. It just killed me that he did it at the expense of Grimes getting a wide open 3. That's the thing that killed me about it. That's the thing that killed me. But hopefully they'll look at the film and they'll improve. I know. That's the thing, Christopher, you said it. People don't understand. The other team's best offensive wing is being guarded all the time by Quentin Grimes. Whether it's Jimmy Butler, whether it's Anthony Edwards, whether it's Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, it's Grimes guarding. He took 5 shots, King Ribby. What are you talking about? He took 5 last night. He took 5 shots. That's all he had. 5. Okay. Again, look at the stats before you start talking. RJ had 15 shots last night. Grimes had 5. RJ by far had more shots than anybody. The next shot guy was Fournier. He had 10 shots. RJ had 15 shots last night. Quentin Grimes gets 5. Okay, that's it. Okay, so exactly, Andrew. Oh, God. Uh, some of y'all just funny though. I'll give it to you. You the court jester today. You the court jester. I'll give it to you. You the court jester today. You won the court jester award for this Sunday, October 15th. You have made us laugh. You are the man. You are Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live in this program today. That's you. That's you. You won. You won. You got it. King Ribby, congratulations. You win the Fickle Finger of Fate Award today. You won today. You won. You're not as bad as that other cat, that other fool coming here starting tripping, man. Said Deuce was trash last night. What? Oh, you want to get deleted. Oh, you want to be a martyr, do you? Okay. Shoot. Y'all crazy. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Prophet Knicks TV. We were just talking about that. Stupid turnovers, stupid turnovers. I mean, turnovers that didn't have to happen, RJ. Okay. Like, for example, when Grimes threw the ball ahead of Hart and it went out of bounds and Hart jumped over the front row, they were trying to make a good basketball play. The ball was either just too far or Grimes or Hart's too slow or whatever. But that was a good basketball play. RJ will look at a wide open guy and go the opposite way and turn the ball over. But anyway, like I said, I am hoping they look at the film and fix this. I'm hoping they look at the film and fix it. Okay. I'm hoping they look at the film and fix this, so hopefully. I know, Prophecy Dick said it right. He's used the break glass emergency guy in this situation. Oh man. So I'm hoping they fix that. We need Q Dog to get them 10, 12 jump shots a game. Some kind of touches, man. Yeah, and that's what I'm excited about because Abraham said Randle plays good with Grimes. Randle does, and the thing is that once they get in the flow, and that's why I say even with this team with all the continuity, you got to give them the 20 games in the regular season to get in the flow. And once they get in the flow, though, I like the way this team looks, man. I like the way this team looks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Prophecy Knicks. That's exactly what I'm saying. So hopefully we get this going, but we'll see. You think Angry Jenkins says RJ is going to get benched? That's a big statement. I don't think RJ is going to get benched. Tibbs, he plays RJ heavy minutes. I think RJ is going to be in there. One of the things about RJ that we got to give him his props on is he's available. RJ's available. So Tibbs loves guys that are available, and RJ plays heavy minutes, and he's available. He's consistently available. Okay, he missed some time last year with the hand injury. Remember, he hurt his hand in that freak play, but he's very available. So you got to give him that. He's going to be there. You can call on him. So Tibbs likes that. So he likes to be able to count on the guy. You can count on RJ. He's going to be there every game. So that's good. We just got to get him to make better passings, especially get his boy involved some more. So last night, Prophet Knicks, he shot 75% from the line, which is a little improvement. He says he's looking for 80. That's what he should be shooting, I think, for as many times as he gets fouled. 80% would be ideal for RJ. Let's see if he can get there. I hope he does. I really am pulling for RJ to get that, And Angry Jenkins, I'm not disagreeing with you in terms of the effect RJ would have if he actually was playing on Mob Deep. Because what I would like to see is IQ start at the 2 guard and Quentin Grimes at the 3, because the Brunson, IQ, Grimes, that would be something else, man. That would be something else. And RJ playing with Donte and Hart, that would be good. And Hartenstein, That would be a really good, but I just don't think the Knicks are going to do that. They're not going to do that. You think so? Prophet Knicks thinks, he says, if RJ's foul shot improves, he thinks his three-point shot would follow. I can understand your logic. I'm not saying you're crazy for saying that. I just don't see it happening. I think there are two different things with him. For some reason, when he lines up for the three, sometimes he just, I don't know, man. He just way off. The foul shot, he seems to have a chance to settle himself. But with the three-point line shot, I don't know. I don't know. Is it mechanics? Is it timing? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I hope you're right. Put it this way. I am hoping Prophet is right, that this does happen. I'm hoping he's right. I really am. But I can really see him, that is RJ, getting 80% from the line. That I can see. I can see him doing it. And if he does do it, he's going to have a tremendous year scoring, because just with him getting to the line the way he does. You know, what RJ is getting now, did y'all notice? Have y'all noticed? What he's getting now that he wasn't getting before last year, he's getting the veteran call. Like, in other words, when he was a rookie in his second year, he would get beat up in his third year, never get a call. He's getting the calls now. He's got the respect of the refs, so that when he gets in the lane, oftentimes he's getting calls. So if he can hit 80% from the line, as much as he gets to the line, I think he'd be, that's going to be pretty daggone good. Yeah, I think he's going to be pretty daggone good. Yeah. So was he 75% last year? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our boy RJ Barrett. RJ last year was 74% from the line. I think that was his best year from the line. Am I not right? Let me see. Last year, RJ shot, let's see here. Yeah. 74. He was 75% in year 2. Last year was 74. Overall, he's 71. But I'd like to see him get up into the 80. 80 would be, for him, ideal. If we can get him at 80% from the line. See, like Quentin Grimes last year was 80% from the line, and 78% he is for his career. I think Grimes hasn't reached his stride yet. Grimes is going to be an 85, 90% shooter from the line. But RJ, if we can get him to where Grimes is now, if we can get him to high 70s, low 80s, I think we'll be in good shape. Yeah, Grimes is going to be that guy. Like I said, he's got the talent to be a 50, 40, 90 guy. But RJ, I'm not looking for him. I think it's unfair if we think RJ is going to be 50, 40, 90. But if we can get RJ to be, let's say, 45, 36, 80, oh, that would be good. You hear what I'm saying? If we can get him to be 45, 46% from the field, which he pretty much is, if we can get him to be, you don't have to be 40%, but if he can be 37 from 3, and if he can get to 80% from the foul line, that would be great. That would be great. That would be great. For RJ, that would be good. We can get that. Okay, I think that would be good. I think Grimes is already better than Courtney Lee. And Courtney Lee could play. I think Grimes is already better than him on both sides of the basketball. I think he is. He's already better than Courtney Lee. And Courtney Lee could play. Courtney Lee was good, man. But Grimes is already better. Yeah, I like what Grimes is doing, man. So he just needs more touches, man. Oh, as far as free throw stats? Oh, yes, because Courtney Lee was like a 90%, right, Russell Reed? He was like 90%. I remember he had a long streak going when he was on the Knicks for the free throw. But, yeah, as far as free throw shooting, like I said, I think Grimes can be a 50, 40, 90 guy. There's not a lot of those guys either. See, so you can get 50, 40, 90 with a guy that plays that kind of defense. Yeah, you got something there, man. So, yeah, I think he can be Courtney Lee. Yeah, as far as free throw, I can see that. I can see that. If he was to play this season, he's already ahead of last season, because you remember he started last season hurt because of the foot. I don't know what happened with the foot. He didn't break it, but he sprained his foot, and he started off last season hurt, and he came in later and took over. He started coming off the bench, then he took over for Fournier. If he's starting off this season, if he stays healthy, he's already better than last season. So let's see how this works out. And you guys will remember, Grimes is still developing. He's not a finished product. Okay, he's still developing. So as he gets to start this year, the more he plays without injury, the better he's going to be. And so again, he's not an 82 game player either. If I can get 72 games out of Quentin Grimes, I'm happy with that. Yeah. He that's what I'm saying. Yep. I love Prophet. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I love I like he's got the catch and go stuff. Whoo, man. That first step from the catch, he's something else, man. And he did that. I think he dunked the ball on that, right? Last night, he caught it, went to his left, and then dunked it. Yeah. I'm liking what I see from my man Q Dog. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. And they seem to give him, I thought he hit a 3, but they credited him with a 2. His foot must have been on the line. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I like Quentin Grimes, man. Yeah, on our team. Yeah, I think he is. As far as quickness, yes, he probably is. He's quicker even than IQ, and IQ's quick. He's quicker. He's quicker than that. He's got, man. So, yeah. So, if to me in an ideal world, you'd have RJ coming off the bench and those Quentin Grimes and IQ starting. What? with Brunson? Oh, shoot, that would be something else. And then you'd be able to play more Deuce at point guard. To me, that's the lineup, but I don't see them doing it. I just don't see them doing it. I don't see them doing it. Hey, Malik, peace to you, my brother. Yeah, Hartenstein's ready. Hartenstein is ready. RJ is about as ready as you're going to see him. Brunson is ready. Mitch Rob is ready. Hartenstein is ready. These guys are all ready. The rest of them are going to be ready. Not worried about them not being ready. All of them are going to be ready. All of those guys are going to be ready. Randle's going to be ready. Grimes, Hart is going to be there. Donte, I'm excited about Donte. Donte really, you can see he's going to fit very well with this Knicks team. Yeah, this is the thing, Prophet Knicks. He shot the ball, and he only took 6 shots. That's all he took. But if you notice, Deuce was being more aggressive last night, looking for a shot. He knew he was out there with bums. He was aggressive last night. He was very aggressive looking for his shot last night. But he still picked his spots very well. That 3-pointer was wet last night. How many steals did Donte have? I think they gave him credit for 2. Let me just take a look. I think Donte got credit for 2. Yeah, he got 2 steals last night. He got credit for 2 steals. Grimes got credit for 2, but I'm telling you right now, Grimes created at least 2 others that they probably didn't grab. Yeah, he created at least 2 others. Just from his defense on Anthony Edwards, man. Shoot. Yeah, I know. I mean, Tippin said 2 steals, 2 dunks. Yeah. You know what I liked about Donte? The steals were he suckered them in that first one because he was playing the passing lane. He backed off his man, daring the guy to make that pass. The guy made the pass, and he was going the other way. This is Donte is going to be a good addition to the Knicks. He really is. So, and the fact is, we're deep at the wing with him, Grimes, RJ, and IQ. We're deep at the wing. Very deep at the wing. So, yeah, I like how this is going, man. Yeah, and he's got some athleticism. Donte is just a solid NBA player. Defensively, offensively, high IQ, solid NBA. Somebody that you would expect coming out of Jay Wright's program, right? I mean, right? When you're looking at Jay Wright's program, speaking of Jay Wright, college. Did y'all see where Melo's son Keon was hyped when he visited Florida State? Did you see how he wanted to put, and you should see the picture. You see his mother with the Florida State. You see him, and Melo's like, Melo wants him to go to Syracuse. I can tell you right now. But Keon, I think he got Leonard Hamilton, boy. I'm telling you, don't play with him, man. He knows how to play. He knew how to produce some players. I know Jay Wright does. Don't sleep on Leonard Hamilton, but he knows how to produce some players, man. I like everybody coming out of his D. Will, Devin Vassell, Dwayne Bacon, who's now playing overseas. What's that tall boy? Jonathan Isaac, the cat that plays for the Clippers. What's his name? Man played. I forgot his last name, but Leonard Hamilton knows how to produce some pro players, y'all. He knows. He does. Terrence Mann, yeah, he knows how to produce some pro players, man. And then of course we know Malik Beasley. I mean, he's but they all come out of Leonard Hamilton's program. Malik, Jonathan Isaac, Terrence Mann, D. Will, and Devin Vassell, they all come out of Leonard Hamilton's program. And so Keon went down there and Scotty Barnes. That's right. How can I forget Scotty Barnes? Thank you, Andrew. How can I forget Scotty Barnes? Rookie of the year. All of them from the same man. Okay, from the same man. All of them from the same man. Okay. Now, if you get Keon down there, I think Keon would do better in Leonard Hamilton's program, getting ready. In fact, Pat Will, right? I said D Will, right? Coach House, it's Pat Will. Patrick Williams. Pat Will. And y'all ain't really seen the whole Pat Will game yet. You going to, though. Yeah, but Keon, when I saw him with the Seminole thing, tell me what you think. Coach House, tell me what you think, Guilford. He remind me, he looked like Devin Vassell. Didn't he? Keon kind of looked like Devin Vassell. I was like, wait a minute. That reminds me of Devin Vassell coming out there. I mean, oh man. Oh, I'm sorry, King Ruby. My favorite wine is port wine. Porto, man. I like the Tawny Port. Tawny Port wine. The aged one. I like the aged one. They're usually like $30, $50 a bottle. I like that. I'll take the cheap ones too, but I like the Tawny Port. Yeah. Tawny Port one. That's my favorite one, King Rick. Tawny Port. When I'm hanging out and we getting some wine, that's what I'm getting. Tawny Port. Yeah. Thank you, Prophet Nix. I agree. I appreciate that very much. Appreciate that. Yeah. But I was like, Dad, Keon should go to Florida State. And it didn't look like, and he out of respect, they asked him what school. He said, well, of course, Syracuse. He don't want to disappoint his daddy. I understand that. But when I saw him with that Florida State thing, I said, that looked like Devin Vassell, man. And his game would work. Leonard Hamilton would have him playing defense. He could already shoot the rock like his daddy. He could shoot the rock. Shoot, man. Right. So anyway, I like Leonard Hamilton. I liked him when he coached at Washington. I liked him Washington Wizards. I liked him when he coached at Miami. He coached at Miami and had them playing ball. He's done his best work though at Florida State. Yeah, he done his best work at Florida. Yeah, everybody knows Florida State can play football, man. They always, get the best football player, but they got a coach too, man. They got a coach. They got a coach for the basketball team. They got a coach down there. Yeah, I like what Leonard Hamilton's doing. Pat Will, Devin Vassell, Jonathan Isaac. They got some stuff going on. West Virginia coach is what's his name? He used to coach at Cincinnati. What's his name? Is it Mullins? What's the West Virginia? That's Deuce's coach. What's that cat's name? Huggins, right? Huggins. That's right. Huggins. He used to coach at Cincinnati, and he actually coached. He coached that 6'9" guy that used to jump through the roof. He coached him. He coached some good players at Cincinnati, and then they had some sort of NC2A problem. Then he went to West Virginia. Yeah, Kenyon Martin. Yeah, he coached Kenyon Martin. Then he went to West Virginia, and he's coached a couple of. There's not just Deuce. There's another Jerome something that's a tough defender that he coached also, and so he knows how to coach some defense now. Huggins, he's a tough dude. There, to me, three really tough defensive coaches in college basketball. One is Leonard Hamilton. The other guy is this Huggins, and then there's the guy Sampson down there at Houston. Sampson used to coach at Oklahoma. He coaches Houston. He's the one who coached Grimes. Okay. those three cats, Ty Jerome, those three cats know how to coach some daggone defense, man. That's what I'm saying. Those three. Leonard Hamilton, Florida State always plays top-notch defense. Sampson, no matter when he was at Oklahoma or when he's now at Houston, he got them cats playing some defense. And then Huggins is like Tibbs. Huggins is like a Tibbs clone on the college level. He really is. Guy's crazy, man. Yeah, guy's crazy. So Lowe's, I didn't know Lowe's Moore went to West Virginia, Wallflower. Lowe's Moore went to West Virginia. Now, that's a name from the past. I ain't heard Lowe's Moore's name since I was a teenager. I didn't know he went to West Virginia. I thought Lowe's Moore went to, I'm thinking of somebody else. I thought he went to that Catholic school in New York. I forgot the name of the school. I thought he went to Iona. Lowe's Moore didn't go to Iona? I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of Steve something. This guy named Steve, I forgot his name, but he went to Iona. Yeah. Yeah, Don Chaney too. Yeah, Don Chaney used to be a defensive ace himself when he played for Boston Celtics. Don Chaney was locked down defender. Popovich to me is an all-around just great coach. But to me, Popovich, the thing that impresses me about him, no matter what five you got out there's five guys in motion. I don't know why, but he's the only one that seems to do that, right? There's five guys in motion in Popovich's offense. 5 guys all the time. All 5 guys are moving. He's the only coach in the NBA I see do that. He's the only coach in the NBA. Oh, John Chaney, you talking about over at Temple? Oh, yes. John Chaney at Temple. Yeah. John Chaney at Temple. Yeah. Temple, he used to coach some defense too. But right now, to me, it's Hamilton, Sampson, and Huggins. Those 3 dudes. No matter who comes out of college from them teams, one thing you could guarantee, they can play defense. Whether they can play NBA defense or not, most of them can. But one thing you can guarantee, whether it's Scotty Barnes, whether it's Pat Williams, whether it's Devin Vassell, Jonathan Isaac, they can play NBA defense. Terrence Mann, they can play NBA defense. All of them. Nick Van Exel was from Cincinnati. Yeah, I don't know if Huggins was there at that time, though. Was Huggins there when Nick the Quick was there? I don't know if Huggins was there when Nick the Quick came out. I'm not sure. Was he? He was? Okay. Hey, I don't remember if Huggins was there, but Nick the Quick was a bad boy too now. Nick the Quick was a bad boy, man. Lefty dude. He was a bad boy, man. Nick the Quick was a bad boy. You know, he was something else, man. So yeah, but Huggins could coach some defense. Hamilton can, and Sampson can. Yeah, he was lefty. Nick the Quick was a bad boy. He was something else. But Sampson, that's another cat. Don't play. That's another guy, man. Don't play. Don't play with him on defense. You won't play unless you can play some defense. Anybody come with those cats can play defense. Period. End of story. Yeah. Nick the Quick had some. Nick the Quick was something else, man. Nick the Quick was something else. He had to cross before even Iverson came out with it. I mean, that was something else. Yeah, sorry to hear about Brendan Malone. I always call his son Brendan. Y'all probably noticed that. I always call it because not only does he look like his daddy, but he just reminds me of his daddy. I always call him Brendan Malone, and I have to correct myself, say Mike Malone, and everybody say, no, he likes to be called Michael Malone, whatever. He got a chip. That's what he got right now. He got a championship. I'm glad for Van Gundy getting the Celtics job. I'm glad for Van Gundy. He needed to get back in coaching. Lord knows the guy's not the greatest analyst in the world. I mean, just being honest with you. I'm glad that they got Mark Jackson next to my man there with the Knicks, but because Van Gundy was crazy. But I'm glad he's coaching again. I like to see that. I'm glad he's coaching again. So I'm glad he's with the Celtics. Isn't that weird though? Tom Thibodeau was with the Celtics, and he was the Knicks and Celtics. Now Van Gundy is with the Knicks, and now he's with the Celtics. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Mike Breen and Mark Jackson. I'm looking forward to seeing Mike Breen and Mark Jackson. I think ESPN was there's some issues over there. I don't know what's going on. There's some issues over there. For them to let them cats go like that, there's some issues over there. How you going to let them 2 dudes go? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, honestly. I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing. But I'm glad Jeff Van Gundy got got that job at the Celtics. That's a good move by Boston. Yeah, Clyde is not going to be traveling. That's what it is. When they're on the road, Clyde won't be traveling. But Mark Jackson will be traveling with Mike Breen. Yeah. So this is going to be fun, man. This is going to be good. In fact, y'all know that the Knicks play New Orleans on October 28th. That's 2 weeks from yesterday. They play New Orleans in New Orleans. So you're going to probably get, if you can get the Knicks broadcast, because you know New Orleans got it. New Orleans, to me, I like their crew. I don't like Antonio Daniels, but I like the other guy. He's like a jazz artist that's on the mic. He's so smooth, man. That other cat, that white dude, he's smooth. I like the way he talks on the mic for New Orleans. He's real smooth. And the other guy, Antonio Daniels, used to play for San Antonio. He's all right. I like him, but they got a good crew too. So if you end up having to catch them, you're going to catch a good crew with them two guys, man. They're pretty good too. I like the way they call the game. Is that a back-to-back, Coach Hauser? So they play the 27th and the 28th? Okay. Yeah, I won't be catching the Friday night game, but they play the 27th and then the 28th. They're in a long road trip. I think it's like a 4 or 5 game road trip, right? I think that's how they go in that point. There's a 4 or 5 game road trip that they're playing. And I think they come back to the Garden after that Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what happened. They come back to the Garden after that Saturday night. Let me just take a look. I think that's what it is. I think that the Tuesday game after that is back in the Garden. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, 28th in Atlanta. No, they got a 3-game road trip. They play Cleveland that Tuesday in Cleveland. So they got Atlanta, New Orleans, and Cleveland on the road at that point. They got a longer road trip in November. Boston, Atlanta, Washington, Charlotte, and Minnesota all on the road in November. Joel Myers, that's it. That's it, Russell Reed. Joel Myers, he's good. I like listening to him. He's good, man. Yeah, I'm going to miss Friday next. That's right. I'm miss Friday. Yeah. Joel Myers is smooth, man. I can almost say he's like listening to jazz. He's like a jazz artist on the mic, doing the game. He's real smooth. He's real smooth. Man. Joel Myers, that's him. That's him. With Antonio Daniels, they do the Pels games, man, and they need that down there. They need that down there. But if we could get Mike Breen and MJ, you're not gonna miss nothing there. Yeah, me too, Andrew. Oh God, Andrew Abraham. Can we get something else, please? Man, there's so much nice music out there. Why you gotta play that? I don't know, but we'll see. Do y'all know if they changed it? I'm hoping they would have caught the memo from the fans and changed it. Dominique, he's all right. Dominique's not bad. I've heard Dominique do some things too. Dominique's all right. But Dominique, see, I like a guy that can call a game and not sound like he's got cheerleader pom-poms in his hand. Like Austin Carr drives me crazy at Cleveland. If you listen to him, Cleveland has never committed a foul. If you listen to Austin Carr or the guy in Indiana, Quinn Buckner. Oh my God, he might as well just put the dress on and get it over with. I mean, oh my God. You listen to Quinn Buckner, there's never been a foul created by the Indiana Pacers. Just never happened, right? Yeah, like Tommy Heinsohn. Oh my gosh, man, those type of guys. Guys that call a game smooth, can tell you the insights, like Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, Doris Burke. I like listening to the guy who used to coach in Hubie Brown. Guys that know the game, that know how to call a game and know the game. I'm talking about, man. Guys that act like they, cheering, or sometimes you hear a guy cheering against the Knicks because he just hates the Knicks, and you can hear it when he's calling the game. Okay, you can hear it when he's calling the game. What's that dude's name that they used to play for the Nets, and he just hates the Knicks? And Richard Jefferson, or him, yeah, hates the Knicks. And so anytime the Knicks, he's always negative. Reggie Miller too. I mean, come on. Yeah, Richard Jefferson. Oh my God. Can we get rid of this guy? I turn on my music and I put on mute when these guys are calling the game. I don't want to even hear. I don't even want to hear. Yeah, I don't even want to hear. Yeah, right. Oh man. Oh yeah, I like Sarah Kustok with Iron Eagle over there in Brooklyn. I like both. They're good. Kustok is good. Kustok is another one. She's good too with Iron Eagle. They call the game very well. There's certain people that know what they're doing, and there's others that, like I said, just put the dress and the pom poms on and let's get it over with. Just be the cheerleader. We know that's what you're doing. You're not calling the game. You're a cheerleader. Okay, so yeah. Anyway. All right, y'all. It's 1:58. I gotta go to the store. My wife is actually having dinner with my stepmom today, so I'm gonna go to the store and get some things to get myself straight before she leaves. So y'all continue being y'all. We had a great time. The Knicks had a good time last night. Yeah, we lost a preseason game. So I think they're gonna be okay. Yeah, I think they're going to be okay. The Knicks are going to be all right. So I like how we're starting. The next preseason game, though, when is the next preseason game for our heroes? When's the next preseason game? They play Boston on the 17th. That's this Tuesday. Oh, shoot. They play Boston this Tuesday night at Boston. Okay. They play Boston this Tuesday night. Yeah, I know. They play Boston this Tuesday night. So, yeah, that's going to be another game we can see. Hopefully, I want to see some more starters. I'd like to see some more rotation guys. I like to see some more Jericho Sims at the 4. I like to see him get used to that. Tibbs seems to be committed to trying that, so that's good. I'd like to see some Deuce McBride, too. So, let's see what happens. You want to work at MSG, guy, Andrew? That's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, listen. I myself, I want to work maybe 4 more years, and then I don't want to work no more. That's it. I want to retire. So if I can retire in 4 years, I'll do what I want then. Time is money while you're working. Time is money. But when you retire, if you do it right, money is time. Yeah. Money becomes time. I want to get to the point where money is time. Yeah. And I'm good. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, right now we just grinding, trying to get to that point. But yeah, exactly, Blair. Yes, exactly right. Passive income. Let me just get that going. Social Security and all that. Yeah, I'd love. Listen, I'm not one of them people that won't have nothing to do in retirement. I will definitely be busy. I definitely will have a good time in retirement. There's no doubt. I'm trying to convince my wife to see if we can go to one of them Asian countries where you can get a whole hour massage for like $5, because I'll be doing that every day. I'll be doing that every day. I'll be in the pool every day. I'll be in the gym every day. Yeah, exactly. I'm there every day, and I'll be over there enjoying myself. Yes, I will. No doubt. No doubt. My wife thinks it's too far though, because it's on the other side of the world from the grandkids. I told her, I said we could travel back over here. Just take, stay over here for like 3-4 months, then go back over there. Yeah, Florida is interesting. Honestly, I like Virginia better. I came down, as y'all know, I told you, I came down here for my daddy, and I would do it 100 times out of 100. But the only thing I like about Florida is that it's warm. It's nice and warm. Daggone it. I like that. I mean, the other day, shoot, it was 74, and both my wife and I felt cold. It's like, dang, it's cold out here. I could get used to that warm weather in January. I ain't fronting. But it's a little different down here in terms of culture. It's a little different in terms of culture. A little different. Oh, really, Blair? Like, how much is a massage in Panama or Costa Rica? Probably is cheap, isn't it? Probably is cheap. But look, man, overall, from what I'm gathering, Asia, for people like me, people like in my demographic, Asia seems to be the best move. Asia seems to be the best move. I mean, in terms of dealing with other demographics that may not appreciate you. Asia seems to be the best move, you know. I heard my boy, one of my homies went and built him a crib down there in Costa Rica, and he's, you know, but he's now almost regretting building that crib down there, you know. Yeah, man, I'm gonna actually do. I got this burpee thing going. I'm trying to get this burpee thing going, man. I'm up to like I did 160 in 20 minutes. I did 166 count burpee in 20 minutes, and I did 250 is my record now. 256 count burpees took me 31 and a half minutes. I'm trying to get it down so I can get 200 done in 20 minutes. It's going to take me a few more months. But I'm trying to get the burpee game going, trying to keep my chin up game going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nice. That's what I'm saying. So I like the weather down here, though. I like the weather down here, man. I ain't gonna front. That's what got me, you know. That's the best part of being down here. Everything else, too far away. You know, next door is 20 minutes down here. In Virginia, I can get any place in 5 to 10 minutes. Down here, the next door closest 20 minutes away. Shoot. Gotta go all, you know. So anyway, but we talking about it. So we'll see what happens. At least I got my wife to agree to go visit. Really, she's afraid that I'm gonna get with some Filipinas or some Thai stuff. That's what she's afraid of. But she ain't got to worry about that. Really. She ain't got to worry about that. I really just like the cost of living. The vibe seems much nicer, and a lot of my brothers are going over there and reporting back good things. So we see what happens. I thought I couldn't either, Blair, but I really had to. But I'm glad I'm down here. I'm glad I get to see my father. I'm very happy to do that. So it could have been in Alaska, it could have been in Minnesota. I'm glad it's down here where it's warm. Okay, but. No, I think JL is in Brooklyn, isn't he, Andrew? I think JL is in Brooklyn. Yeah, I think JL is in Brooklyn. The other boy, with the stats and the facts, he moved out to Indiana. He was in Brooklyn too, and he moved out to Indiana. My man, he moved out to Indiana. JL's partner. Yeah, he moved out to Indiana. Yeah, I think JL is in Brooklyn though. Hey, I didn't even know he was in here. What's up, Nick Show? I see you. Yo, what's up? I just saw you here, man. I didn't really. Oh, okay. So, JL, you in Brooklyn, right? I think you're in Brooklyn. And the other cat with the stats and the facts, he moved out to Indiana, as far as I remember, right? Oh, you moved to Jersey? Oh, you moved to Jersey, did you? You moving up in the world. You moved to Jersey. Okay. JL's moved up in the world now. He moving to Jersey up in this piece now. He moving over to Jersey. Oh, I didn't know that. You moved over to Jersey. Okay. But you were in Brooklyn, though, right? I mean, before you went to Jersey, you was in Brooklyn, right? I think you was in Brooklyn. Yeah. Oh, you got a house in Jersey. Dang. JL is doing his thing. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Good job. Jersey, one of the most expensive places on the planet. Good job, man. Nice, Jay Ellis. Well, your boy moved to Indiana though, right? Your boy moved. Both of y'all was in. When I first seen y'all on YouTube, you were both in Brooklyn, but I know he moved to Indiana. Yeah, Brooklyn expensive, man. I got lots of cousins there. They've been there for all their life, so they were able to get while it was nobody wanted to live there. But now, since the gentrification came, everything's expensive in Brooklyn. Man. Every piece of corner is expensive. Yeah, Ryan G. Yeah, he moved to Indiana. Right. Michael Drake, you from North Carolina? I hear you. Good job though, Jay Ellis, man. Getting the crib out there in Jersey, boy. Do your thing. Do your thing. That's good, man. That's good. Like I said, I just need about 3 or 4 more years. And, I'd like to go somewhere better. Yeah, upstate is getting costly. I got friends in Goshen, and that's getting crazy. Talk to me about it, Nick of Town. Talk to me about it. Yep. Talk to me about it, man. Yeah, it's sick out here, man. People out here, they trying to make it so that if you have a house, you got to maintain, keep that mess up. And if you don't have one, they're going to make it difficult for you to get one. And even if you rent, it's going to be difficult to rent. When we was living in Virginia, when we first got there, rents was about 2 G's. And I told my wife, watch, before we leave here, it's going to be close to 3 G's to rent these places. And then we bought ours, and then all of a sudden, all the prices went up. And now they're renting them places for 3 G's, man. And I was like, 3 G's. But that's cheap compared to New York. New York, at least in Virginia, you can get a whole townhouse and rent for 3 G's a month. In New York, you might get a studio. Maybe 1 bedroom, maybe. But, yeah, Barry. Shoot. Yeah, Jay Ellis did his thing, man. He went over to Jersey. All right, Jay Ellis. All right. I hate you, man. Do your thing, bro. Do it. Do it up. All right, let me get going. Listen, always fun to hang out with y'all. Blessings on y'all. Double thanks to King Ribby today. King Ribby provided the entertainment portion of the show today. Thank you, King Ribby. I don't even know if he's still here. Thank you, King Ribby. He provided the entertainment portion of the show today. The Knicks played Tuesday night at Boston. And we are going to be covering that probably after. No, I don't know. We're not going to come on that night, but the next day we'll be talking about that game. We'll be talking a preview of the game. Again, y'all really make this fun, and that's what it's about. Y'all make it fun. Thanks for all y'all, Malik Shabazz, Russell Reed, Andrew Abraham, Guilford, my man Jay Ellis, Blair V, Michael Drake, Brooklyn Butch, man Corn, my man Coach Hauser, Russell Reed. I said that before. All of y'all, thank you all for showing up today. Thank y'all for hanging out today. Y'all, please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. It's dangerous places now. This country's getting more violent by the day. So be very careful out there. Francisco Carrillo, thank you, my man. And Blair V, please enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Blessings. Shalom.